Live. All right, I'm going to let this just warm up for a second here. And what I'm doing here, you hear me typing furiously. I'm actually pinging Ken to see if he can hear me or not. So we'll see here. So I'll just keep talking, and he'll let me know. And hopefully everything's all set up correctly. The only reason why I'm checking is because I have been flipping my audio settings all over the place through headphones and trying to hook up my tower here to the TV, and it didn't go very well. But more to come on all that, and hopefully we get it situated. Cool. All right. I have received word that my audio is coming through, so life is great. So that is exciting news. With that, everybody, it is January 4th of 2023. I did run into Tom today at the store. Tom is not able to make it tonight, so I am indeed flying solo. So on behalf of Team of Comic Book Look, first of all, happy New Year's to everybody. I almost said happy birthday because my brain's kind of on autopilot. It's been a day. But we still got books to talk about. Books came out and a lot of exciting stuff. So we'll just kind of get right into it here. First off, I just wanted to say mad kudos to DC Comics has really been pulling it in for me lately. And this is completely not the direction I expected to go with DC in general, but I've been doing a lot of reading, and so behind me, let's see if I can coordinate my point right there. That stack, that is recent reads that I have been working through, and so it's really neat to be able to grab a stack of almost 20 issues of a series that you've been collecting and haven't had a chance to get to and crush it. And so in one sitting, I was able to read issues 7 through 18 plus a special of Superman, Son of Kal-El. Which has been a really fun series and a big surprise for me because I'm not much of a Superman fan. So we'll definitely get into that and some of all that too. But I haven't even opened the show yet. I'm just rambling right now, warming it up a little bit. So let's kick this party off. Let's get it going and hit them with the best drum roll a guy can do on a glass desk. So hey everybody, it's your boy John on Demand here from A Comic Book Look, proudly sponsored by Rainbow Comics. And I'm rocking solo tonight. I don't have an AKA except for AKA John Solo. So we'll just go with that for the time being. Yeah, Tom's not here tonight, like I said. So unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. But hopefully next week we're going to round up and see if our New Year's resolutions are coming true so far. But let's circle back really quick and talk about DC Comics because it has been a treat to get to read Superman, Son of Kal-El. Again, I sat down and I crushed, I believe it's issue 7 through 18. And that was really fun just to kind of power through the story, get it all at the same time. That was pretty cool. But the other thing in tandem with that, I had been chipping away at Action Comics with the recent War World story arc. And I was actually really delighted by the story to the point that, you know, when spoiler, Clark returns to Earth, so I read issue like 1050 of Action Comics, and it really was a cool marriage of the two series. And I was just like, yes, like for me, the payoff is there where what I read matters in this other book. And it was just a lot of fun. And there is a reboot on the horizon for Superman, Son of Kal-El, I believe, which is John Kent, Superman Adventure, something like that. I don't know. But I am admittedly curious about that to give it a shot. So more to come on that as well. So yeah, so that's that. I also had a chance to read the 4-issue is a Civil War II tie-in. This one's a little bit older, but Hercules, Gods of War, issues 1 through 4. That was a lot of fun. It was a continuation of a previous 4 or 5 or 6 issue arc of Hercules too, which was really neat. So ultimately, it was just kind of a weekend of constant reading. And I'm halfway through. I got a couple issues left. I got about 8 issues of X titles read, and I'm trying to really stay on top of that because, man, when you don't, those build up so freaking quick. There was one weekend I did, I think, 40 some issues of X titles just back to back, just to get through it and get caught up and stuff. So I'm nearly there. It is an impressive task. For those of you that do collect all the X titles and do keep up with it successfully, kudos to you. It is definitely a process. What's next for me with reading, as I'm kind of going through, and the boxes are actually in a much happier space now with all this reading, is I have Moon Knight, which I'm so excited to hit, and that's the current volume. And I don't have like the whole thing, but I have probably starting at issue 7 or 8 or so. And then I'm really excited about the annual featuring Werewolf by Night. So that'll be fun. Ghost Rider is another one. I have issues 4 through current to read. And then just a ton of other stuff. A couple of She-Hulks there. Yeah, I also crushed Shirtless Bear Fighter 2, issues 1 through 5. That was a lot of fun. So it really is kind of neat to just pull a series out, give it a whirl, see how we feel about it. And yeah, so life's been good. I've been maximizing my time there and getting my reading in. But yeah, I wanted to actually take some time here and celebrate the books that I did pick up today. And there were some cool offerings. So before we hit those books, I did just want to really quick give a special shout out to our whole community here in Sioux Falls. For those of you not in town, we have been getting rocked with snow and everything, and it has been nuts. I didn't even drive myself to work. My boss, Dave, picked us up and took us to work because our cars, we couldn't get them off the street. So we ended up getting a ticket, which sucks, but we physically could not move our cars because the snow was it was perfect to the point that we could not get up the little ledge to get to the tire tracks to get out. It was so dumb. So that's a bummer, but it's just cool to, have people that are willing to help you out in that capacity. Also, shout out to Patrick for giving me a lift home. So yeah, so it just sometimes it takes a village, and just wanted to recognize that. Following up on that, despite getting a ticket, I do got to give it up to just public safety, towing, snow plows, everybody for keeping people safe. Ken was telling me that this was evidently the third craziest snowfall ever in the history of Sioux Falls or something like that. So with that in mind, I always kind of lead, hopefully with grace. Today I was a little crabby, but it was just really kind of interesting to kind of think about that too. So hopefully it gets better from here this winter. I don't know. But we'll hop right into these books here. First off, continuing on the X-Men train, these are all things that I've read, or not read, that I picked up and I'll be reading very, very shortly. We have X-Force issue number 36. I went with the A cover. There was a sweet, I think it was a Nightcrawler variant. Wasn't interested though in that. I just wanted to stick with the A cover. For Marauders, I went with the A cover as well. A little Peach Momoko love on that, so totally digging that. From Marvel, there is this really interesting, this is X-Men Red issue number 10. There's this really cool, it's just a tribute cover, totally. And I loved it. And so we went with that. X-Men Red issue number 10. Yeah. We have, oh man, I'm so excited about this. We have from Marvel, oh man, I over embellished on this one, but we have Scarlet Witch issue number 1. I went a little crazy on the covers and got nearly all of them because I just adore Wanda as a character, and I'm just super passionate about the magic side of things, and so I just kind of wanted to have some fun with it. So demonized variants, we have the homage variants. We have the blank cover in red. Scarlet, in fact. We have the blinds one, which is fun. And then this one is really freaking cool, and I couldn't say no to it, but love that. So I love covers that celebrate Wanda. Up next, this series, issue 1 was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend checking it out if you still have access to it. This is Family Time, issue number 2, and I went with the variant or cover C cover, excuse me. I thought it was just really gorgeous, and ultimately just really kind of a fun creative team and fun direction of the book, and something just really different from superheroes. So finally, we're wanting a break from superheroes, so why not some supervillains? From DC Comics, we have Poison Ivy. I got the A cover, and then I got my mitts on this cover. I love Pamela as a character. Tonight we even put on the Batman movie with Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze in it, and it was good fun. It was fun. So that is that. If there have been any comments tonight, I apologize. I'm not seeing anything coming through. But we had this happen a couple of weeks ago where there was like a weird setting that was unchecked for whatever reason, like it was working prior to and then stopped. So I will check on that after this. I didn't even think about that. So if you did comment, I apologize for not getting to you. But I am going to call it a night because I'm going to go play some Final Fantasy. And yeah, we will see you guys soon. So hopefully you have a good one. Stay warm, stay safe, and you guys know the drill as always. Keep it comics for sure, man. Bye.